Making your food taste better is how you make your skin look and feel better. This is my favorite thing about beauty food. Today, I want to share with you the 5 best antioxidant-rich foods for skincare, for a better glow, and for just enjoying your diet. A key principle in my approach to these foods is taste. Now, having great taste just makes life easier. So let's get into it. The first antioxidant-rich food isn't flashy nor is it sexy, but it is possibly the simplest and the most important antioxidant-rich food for better skin and a better life. That's if you're interested in less inflammation, less period pain, less post-exercise pain, less migraine pain, and even less weight gain, or possibly weight loss. And that is ground ginger. When scientists measured foods from all around the world to see which ones were the most anti-inflammatory, they found that ginger was in the top 2, second only to turmeric. My favorite gift from ginger is that it reduces the length of your period, which means, well, first, that's really convenient, like so much more convenient. And second, it means that you have less blood loss. And for women, this is especially important because we often get iron deficiency and you lose a lot of iron in your blood. So ginger helps with that too. But why it makes it to the top of the list today is because of its high antioxidant content. In fact, ginger as a ground spice is in the top food group for antioxidants. So if you're thinking right now, hang on a sec, I've never heard of spices being their own food group. Yes, I was the same until I found this out. However, spices are so high in antioxidants that they really do deserve to be called out as their own food group. Basically, when it comes to spices, the antioxidants are off the charts. Here's how. Take, for example, to start with, 100 mils of water. That would get you basically no antioxidants. Then 100 grams of banana would get you about 30. Level that up to blueberries, which are known for being high in antioxidants, and you're already at an antioxidant score of 380. So 10 times the amount already of banana. Yet, ground ginger, its score comes in at a whopping 2,440. Yikes. But of course, you're not going to sit there and eat 100 grams of ginger. However, adding 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon to a recipe or breakfast or a smoothie is a lot more doable. That would pull you back to about 48, which still is a lot more than that small banana. If you don't fancy the taste of ginger, that's okay. There are another 4 amazing antioxidant-rich foods to go. And number 2 is blackberries. You've probably already heard that blueberries are high in antioxidants, and that's true, they are. Their score is 380, which is a really great score. Even curly kale doesn't come up that far. It's at about 180. But when it comes to berries, blueberries actually don't deserve the amount of attention that they're getting. It's actually blackberries because they have almost double the amount of antioxidants with a score of 615. So the next time that you hear that eating more fruit and veg is good for you, think of blackberries. Number 3 is a very pretty option, and it definitely reflects how more color does let you know that there are more antioxidants in your food or drink. Honestly, I think the idea of eating healthier and the practice of eating healthier would be a lot simpler if we were able to focus on more prettier foods every day. Now, I'm not saying to stop eating the leafy greens. Leafy greens are important, but they can kind of make you feel like life's a little bit boring, lunch is a little bit boring, and why not every now and again just have a little bit of a broader perspective than that. And if you love the color pink, then this one is for you. Bonus, it can also help you with weight management, and that is hibiscus tea. So pretty in pink. Of course, all teas, no matter which one you pick, is a really great choice when it comes to antioxidants. Even like peppermint tea, which is pretty low when it comes to tea with a score of only 90. Green tea comes in even higher at 135. But the great thing about pretty in pink hibiscus tea is that it comes in at a whopping 699. As if I needed another excuse to actually drink this tea. One word of warning though, hibiscus tea is used to lower pressure with people who are experiencing higher blood pressure. Now, as somebody who doesn't have high blood pressure, if I make the hibiscus tea like a really deep, I found this out because I was trying to make the tea as pretty as possible, like a really deep, luscious pink. I did find afterwards that I felt a bit lightheaded, and that happened more than once. So I've toned it back to like a nice pastel kind of pink. And if you're in a similar situation, then I would recommend starting with a lighter pink and then working your way up to more antioxidants if that's what you wish. Now on to number 4. Earlier, when I said that dried spices are the number 1 food group for antioxidants, I wasn't telling the whole truth. Yes, they are, but this food group family actually belongs to dried spices and dried herbs. And bonus, eating more herbs is a very sneaky way to increase your leafy greens without having to submit yourself to perhaps a boring salad or a lot of crunchy kale. My favorite thing about dried herbs, and you may agree with me on this, is that they sit nice and safely tucked away in your pantry, ready to pop out and benefit your skin and your meals and your taste buds whenever you need them. Now for the specifics. All dried herbs are freaking awesome. The lowest one comes in at a score of 3,000, and this just keeps spiraling up until a massive 10,000. How's that for getting way more antioxidants for your skin? At the bottom, which is 3,000 already, is basil. But considering that that's the equivalent of like 100 small bananas, I'm not complaining. Of course, you aren't going to eat 100 whole grams of basil at a time or add that amount to any pasta dish. So let's consider maybe 2 grams of dried basil, which is a much more realistic amount. 2 grams of basil should get you a score of 60, which is still the amount of 2 small bananas. That's amazing. Zooming up all the way to the number 1 spot is oregano. I just love the idea that making your food taste better is how you make your skin look and feel better. This is my favorite thing about beauty food. You just can't go wrong. So the next time that you're making pasta, pizza, or anything Italian-y like that, then definitely try adding some dried herbs and spices. Don't get lazy. It only takes a second. Okay, you're probably sitting there wondering, well, you just told me about oregano, the top-ranking herb from the top-ranking food group for antioxidants. What could possibly be better than this? And you would be right. But when it comes to convenience, taste, and just having this around to add to so many different meals and snacks and desserts, then number 5 really takes the top spot, in my opinion, and that is chai spice mix. The 2 things to love most about chai spice mix are, 1, you are completely free to personalize this exactly to your taste, exactly to the way you want it. So if you're a fan of cinnamon, go to town on the cinnamon. If you're not too much of a fan of cinnamon, like me, then just bulk up on the ginger. There's no need to get hung up on being authentically spiced, like an authentic masala chai recipe, this video is about your beauty and making this work for you. So make it your own. The second thing to love about chai spice is that it's just so easy. You probably already have all, if not at least most of the spices sitting in your pantry, and you could start mixing up a delight in the next couple minutes. All you need to do is find a recipe that makes your mouth water to get going. And you know it's going to store really well in your pantry, just with the rest of your spices. Small and safe, tucked neatly away. Now let's see why chai spice is so special. The bulk of classic chai spice mix is cinnamon. Ginger already took the first spot for best antioxidant-rich foods with an antioxidant score of 2,400. Ground cinnamon leaves ground ginger in the dust with an antioxidant score of 14,000. Oh yeah, so that actually does come higher than oregano, my bad, but it's good to have these two options anyway. Other classic ingredients in chai spice include turmeric, which has an antioxidant score of around 1500, nutmeg, which has a great antioxidant score of around 4300, and cardamom, which surprisingly was the lowest with 235. But hear me out. Cardamom is really great for your immune system. You can't look beautiful or feel beautiful when you're sick in bed. The last spice I want to highlight are cloves. Cloves were terrifyingly high, or should I say surprisingly high, in antioxidants. Their score was a mind-bending 46,500. Cloves are incredibly beneficial for you and your skincare. However, they have a very strong taste, and it can be difficult to deal with, particularly if you're not used to it or if you don't particularly like it. I love chai spice because you can just hide away the cloves in it. And even if you just want to sneak like a tiny smidge of cloves into your chai spice so that you don't even end up tasting it, at an antioxidant score of 46,000, you are still going to rocket the amount of antioxidants in your diet in just... So there you have it, the best 5 antioxidant-rich foods and drinks for you to try right away.